Hello everyone, this is Viren and in today's video I want to talk to you about Microsoft Technology Associate. Microsoft Technology Associate is a program by Microsoft to help new graduates quickly get settled into the IT industry and get comfortable with the technology stream of their choice. Within the next few minutes, we will be talking about what makes this program so special and why new graduates looking to enter the IT industry should definitely keep a keen eye for it. So let's go ahead. Now, here we are having some statistics. So honestly, these are a couple of years old, but still quite relevant even today. If you look at this slide, so first of all, you can see that most HR professionals will definitely appreciate when one candidate comes to them having some form of certification. Now, compare this with a candidate who does not have any form of certification. So what happens is that the one who is having a certificate definitely gains an advantage. Now, considering the area in which you are certified is in demand or not is also an important factor. However, as a new graduate, it's always a good idea to explore what are the different areas available and then find an area of interest and move ahead in that area. So, it's always a good idea to explore what are the different areas available and then find an area of interest and move ahead in that area. So, in short, there is a lot of demand in the IT industry worldwide, and if you acquire the right skills, you can get a bright career ahead of you. Let's get moving ahead. Microsoft Technology Associate is an associate level program designed by Microsoft, covers various areas of technology. Now, it is an entry level certificate that you can pursue, and it is targeting specific technology areas at a time. So, as we move ahead over the next few minutes, we'll talk about what are these areas where you can acquire a MTA certification, but it is important to understand why. Microsoft certifications are recognized worldwide, and in fact, the American Council of Education, also known as ACE, even considers Microsoft certifications towards credit for a college degree. So this is another important point that one should remember when considering Microsoft certifications. If an educational body at the level of the American Council of Education places so much importance on certifications, that itself goes to show the power that these certifications have worldwide, not just among academics but also in the corporate world, because these certifications show that you actually possess knowledge in that particular space. When you talk about the MTA program encourages career exploration. The idea here is you look at the different avenues possible and then you decide what career path you want to look for, what career you want to pursue. Now, when we talk about the MTA program presents a very good start point where you can pick up immediately after your college education, and based on that, you can start moving on. So what is the kind of audience that is right for the MTA program? Well, the first audience is a student or faculty member of some educational institution. So let's say that you are studying for your degree and you are about to reach the end of your course, maybe in a year or so. So now is a good time for you to explore this MTA program and start pursuing a certification of your choice. This will enable you to acquire the right skills needed by the time you graduate and will help you to land a job of your choice as soon as you can. The second person who is also targeted towards the MTA program is a faculty member of a college. Students in colleges look towards their teachers and faculty members to guide them towards their career goals. If a faculty member is also having good credentials under their name, that improves their credibility and allows them to set the correct example for their students. That is the reason why the MTA program is also encouraged for faculty members. The second option is new entrants into the computer industry. This could be someone who was earlier pursuing a career in some other industry altogether, or someone who has recently graduated from their degree. Both of these types of people need to quickly upgrade their skills so that they can land up a job. Or if you have recently landed a job, acquiring these skills will help you to quickly accelerate your career growth in the first few years and help you to acquire sound knowledge along with your experience. The third category is a career changer. So let's say you are working in a particular industry or in a particular technology and you want to quickly learn some new technology so that maybe you can change your job or maybe you can try something different. So here again, the Microsoft brand power when added to your profile will help you land the job of your choice. Now, sadly, point number 4 is a person who has recently lost their job, maybe due to the company not doing well or due to non-performance or lack of knowledge, whatever the case may be. Now over here, it is extremely important for such people to their skills by looking at what's in demand in the market so that they can land a job as soon as possible. Now this will help that person to get settled quickly and not fall into the trap of depression and get disappointed in life. Microsoft takes special attention for such people and also provides an option of funding. So you can actually, I hope not, but you can actually approach Microsoft for discounts and funding if you are a displaced worker. And the last category is where I wish everyone to be. A career enhancer is a person who is already working and doing okay in life, but you want to learn and improve your knowledge and skills. So again, this is one area where the MTA program can help. Let's say you are working in a particular area of technology and you have an interest in a second or third area. Here again, the MTA program is very effective. Now, in this slide, let's talk about a summary of the MTA exams. If you see on the left, we have the 3 main categories for MTA exams. The first is a developer category. So if you like to develop software of different types working on different platforms, then you should pursue the developer track. But suppose you are more interested in data, handling data, securing data, managing databases, then the database track is for you. And thirdly, you have the IT infrastructures track. The IT is for those people who handle IT infrastructure of companies and organizations of various sizes. IT infrastructure skills are greatly in demand these days, and what is really lacking is people with those skills. So for those who have interest in this area, that is another interesting opportunity. MTA exams are available in a variety of languages. So we have most of the regular languages such as English, German, Chinese, Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, French, Italian, Japanese, and so on. Lastly, the MTA exams are administered by the Prometric board. But if you are in the academic space, you can also approach Certiport to undergo this certification. In the US, the MTA exams each cost approximately $115. Here in India, the cost of a single MTA exam is approximately rupees 2,500. This may change with changes in dollar prices, but it's approximately that. Now, we'll spend a few minutes to talk about the different MTA exam topics. And below in the screen, you will see a URL where you can go and always find the updated list of exams. To maintain quality and relevance, Microsoft keeps on updating this MTA track and keeps on adding or removing exams based on the demand in the segment of the market. For that reason, I will encourage you to actually go over to that page and check out what are the latest exams. So the first section here is for IT professionals. However, if you see these particular exams, I would encourage pretty much everyone to pursue at least one or two of these exams, especially if you are interested to be a developer, or even if you want to pursue the database track. So the first paper here is Windows OS Fundamentals. It's no secret that Windows is the most used operating system in the world. So if you have a working idea of working with Windows, it will always help you. You are able to manage your own system without issues, and you also learn how to troubleshoot common operating system problems and avoid making mistakes that could create system issues. The second exam is for Windows Server Administration. If you have decided to move into IT infrastructure, then the Windows Server Administration Fundamentals exam should be your first choice. The third is Networking Fundamentals. Here you learn about computer networks, different types of networks, networking protocols, networking hardware, and so on. And the last is security. Today we see a news of ransomware, viruses, worms, phishing, so many things happening on a daily basis. The Security Fundamentals exam helps you to understand the different concepts, not just yourself, but those around you, both at the personal level as well as at professional level. The second section is the developer section. In the developer section, the first and most important paper, according to me, is Software Development Fundamentals. Software Development Fundamentals talks about software engineering concepts, object-oriented programming, and the different types of applications that we have available to us. It gives you an idea of what are the different types of programming that you can pursue. And the advantage here is that it helps you to clearly make goals for yourself and decide which are the tracks that you are most interested in. The second is the Windows Developer Fundamentals track. In this track, you learn about creating desktop applications. An example of desktop application could be something like Word, Excel, Google Chrome, etc. Desktop applications and be more specific, Windows development is something that will really help you to land your first job. The third paper here is Web Developer Fundamentals. If you are interested in creating rich web applications, then this should be your starting point. Web Developer Fundamentals focuses on concepts like Internet, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And finally, the fourth but not the least is .NET Fundamentals. Today, Microsoft .NET is one of the most used software development technologies in the world. Having a good knowledge of .NET is something that can almost guarantee you get your job as soon as possible. Now, the developer section, as you can imagine, is quite large. So we have 3 more papers here which are highlighted in the dark blue color. So the first one here is Mobile Development Fundamentals. It's no secret that today mobile application development is in great demand. If you learn how to develop rich mobile applications, it's definitely going to be a plus point in your profile. Sorry about that. So for that reason, it is interesting to consider the Mobile Development Fundamentals section. Now, many people have an interest in programming for video games, and for that Microsoft has developed the Gaming Development Fundamentals exam, where you learn about game design and gaming hardware, animation and graphics. And then we have the HTML5 Application Development Fundamentals. This exam is focused on building rich UI with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now the last paper on this slide is actually from the database track, which is the Database Administration Fundamentals. It covers concept of database, database objects, manipulating data, how data is stored, and administering a database. Now, if you look at this slide, so this just shows the pyramid of Microsoft certifications. Ideally, for a working professional, the MCSA should be the minimum level they should go for. But especially if you are new to Microsoft technologies or new to technology in general, I will strongly suggest that you should take MTA as your start point. And then from there, you can progress on to MCSA and then going right up to MCSD and MCSE. At the topmost level, Microsoft has the MCSM level. However, since last year, Microsoft has stopped accepting new applications for MCSM. So as far as we are concerned right now, MCSD and MCSE are the highest levels. But then you must be wondering why I have mentioned MCSM over here. The reason is that all those who have completed the MCSM level will continue having the highest level of respect, although new people are no longer allowed to enter the MCSM program. So over here, this slide is basically telling us the roadmap that you can look for when you plan your career. The first track is the IT infrastructure track. If you pursue MTA with the IT infrastructure track, you can choose an exam of your choice and then proceed to MCSA, going right up to MCSE in IT infrastructure. The second is the database track, and here again you start off with the database fundamentals exam and then you move on to MCSA and MCSE in the database track. So as is mentioned here at the top, if you want to build a career in desktop server infrastructure, private cloud infrastructure, then you should consider the infrastructure track. If you want to build your career in BI, database development, then you should go for the database track. And the third is the developer track, where you start with MTA, go right up to MCSA, MCSD, and then you can decide to make your career in Windows development, web application development, as well as application lifecycle management. So this is again the same diagram mentioning the exams and what tracks you can go for. Now, aside from this, Microsoft has one more track that I have not mentioned much here. That is the Microsoft Office Specialist track. It is for those people who are working on a daily basis with MS Office products and want to gain a mastery over them. And with this, the next point is, from where can you learn about the MTA exams curriculum and how can you get prepared for these exams? So the first thing is, Microsoft offers Microsoft official courses. Microsoft official courses are available in two options. One is Microsoft official academic course, which is available to colleges and educational institutions at a discount. And the other one is the Microsoft official course that you can avail through any of their learning partners. Microsoft also offers exam review kits. These are reference books covering the entire exam syllabus. And if you buy one of these books, go through it and get some practice in the meanwhile, so that will also help you to prepare. For those who are interested to pursue these exams on their own with just the help of the exam review kit, I will be happy to help and provide mentoring and assistance whenever required. And the last point is the student study guide that is available for any students pursuing the MTA exams. Now, the important thing about the student study guide is that it's available free of charge. You can visit this URL mentioned here and you can access those materials. And I've already mentioned this, that if you are in the non-academic zone, so we can go for the Microsoft official courses in various technologies as per your choice of track, and the rest remains the same. With this, we come to the end of this small presentation. And one last thing that I want to quickly point out to you is the Microsoft Learning website. If you visit this website, you will reach this page. Now, in this page, you can see the certification section, and over here, you can decide which track is of interest to you, and accordingly, you can read more about them. Also, Microsoft maintains a list of withdrawn exams. Withdrawn exams are those exams which are no longer available, or maybe Microsoft considers them not relevant at the moment. So if you look at this list of retired exams, it's also going to contain exams that will be retired very soon. So I will suggest that you should definitely check out this list every now and then. And as you can see,